Do you even need this bow anymore? Like, is this even useful in a fight? I suppose it could hold on to it, do no harm. That is not a book. That looks like a lump of metal. No, you don't say. This is a false book. Nothing important. Okay, fiddle with the clock. Nothing important. It's a wee mark behind it, but I wouldn't assume that's nothing. Scale is a bit off here, as well as perspective. Can we find any coins around the back? Nope. We search the desk? No, we did this right. Nothing important, yes. Nothing important, yes. No. Trying to figure, does this clock look like a 3D object and not just a part of the background? Did I do anything with it? I can't close a clock. What is it? What is it? This seems like progress to me. Right. That's the face of accomplishment right there. Very pointy.
The Creatures of Night by Hubertus the Bald, translated from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
Of monstrosity. You who read me know that night engenders monsters, and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book. Unhappy he whose eyes alight upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness. Of the pit. Stagnant waters are like the memory of men. Beneath the surface calm, clawed beasts await, and are known to initiates as the deep ones. Awaiting his prey, the deep one seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced. Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler. Unhappy he who meets the prowler erring among the books. He generates the vagabond that comes from other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife. He who speaks does not know,
You talking about me?
believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night.
I'll have you know I
Folly.
brewed a fair number of fucking
Evil
zombies
is
and
conjured up by
dog
science
gators.
and secrecy. Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
Wait, what? You're not gonna finish that one? Is that a PH? IH? What the hell is that? Isle? No. Whatever it is. He who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims the depths will evaporate, but he...
He who prowls among books will
What?
perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows nothing. He who knows says nothing.
Okay, but what if you know that you know nothing, but at the same time, you keep talking?
Of death. There are domains more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies.
Alright?
Translator's note.
Steel means sword.
Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruella in the year of our Lord 1666. Requiescat in pace.
Right. Well, that's all well and good, but now we need to go to the library. We need to put in this thick book, and we need to watch out for fucking the rotund cuboid man. We also need to run. Alright. Ah, shit, I forgot. Do. Aha! 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 Okay, I need to leave you down. Okay, sit down. Sit, yes, you. Sit your ass down. Spin. Popo. Aha! Oh, you absolute knobend. Okay, no, don't fight. I don't want to fight the bookcase. Although, where this is fucking going? No, don't pelt it. Arse. Shit, leave it. Yeah, take that one. Run. I said run. Run, Carnby. You're not running. Oh, for that's sake, Carnby. We'll stay with you, actually. Just keep and spend some time taking in that face. Okay, wait for him to come up here. Come on. Alright. Yeah. Nope, don't get caught in the bookcase, you numpty. No, don't get caught in the bookcase, you numpty. Okay, this. Do you see this? This makes sure we are standing in front of it. Fondle it. No. Fondle the thing in front of you. I can't tell. No, leave it alone. Where is the placement? Ah! Here. No, don't. Ah! Ah! Run away. Run away, Karen Bay. Okay, so what we need to do now, we need to pick up that fucking lantern, because God knows what the hell we're going to fucking walk into. Also, make sure we need to save. Right. It's gone very silent. You with me. Wait, are we still not getting followed? I don't want to touch that. That seems bad. Can do. 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 Okay, now what I'm going to do is possibly stupid. Bloody hell. I'm going to drop this stuff, because I don't think I'm going to find any time where I'm going to say, yes, let us take the time to take out this fucking bow, take out this arrow, prime and loose. If we need it, we know where it is. Until we forget where it is. Yeah. Not too keen on that symbol down there on the floor. There's nothing else here. I'm going to avoid stepping on that. Shite. Oh, you're here. Alright. The door over here. No, it's the one that looks like people outside. Lovely stuff. Alright. Put away. No. Here. There we go. What have we got? We got a talisman. I have no idea. We have a book. We have a book. We have a parchment. We have a parchment. We have a dagger. We have a dagger. We have a dagger. Is this going to be puzzle based? Hey, you give the dagger to... Is Jimmy likes his handle straight. Clive likes his blade slightly curved. Steve says, I'm mad me. Right. I guess we just...
The Book of Yael, Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher.
Is this going to help us at all, or is this just
Curia of the Vatican?
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones.
We know them as the
These
Pope.
supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath?
Used the whole page for that?
It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He Who Goes in Shadows protect themselves with signs of stone carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch.
And that's why we found it on the floor, and presumably that's why or a cuboid man couldn't get in, so do we need to make that? I don't think we can lift that thing. I just lift it, just carry it around. Don't think that'll
The
work.
sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion.
See, you see, must be tagged into Rule 34.
It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
4 giant tests, Futanari, some fart stuff, so many things. Alright, parchment.
The Sacrificial
Ooh.
Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti, stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to
Why
the
did your
central
accent suddenly
role
go
of
away?
sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs.
It was a potential start piece. It was a
The
struggle,
god
but we did manage to get through it in
being
the end.
adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times on night when the moon is full in water that has been distilled 100 times will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration. The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance. The priest...
Now get out of this numpty. So, I guess you're just, you're nothing, you're just some lame asshole, alright? So we need you for killing, you for keeping away the vagabond, however we need to steep it in water.
Ludwig Prin, Domine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De vermis mis...
Swear to God if I just drop dead. Alright, you. Shit. No, you can stay there. You.
Juan Luis Jorge, De Biblioteca. Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azif's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
Alright. Then look at these again for just quickly. Oh, the dagger. Some nonsense. Right. I have a simple question. Shit, for live this down. Yeah. Oh, for the love of God. Where are we going? I don't remember. What do we have? We have a key. You bad book. You may be bad book. Lighter, key, another key. This is an old one. Revolver, knife, water jug. Cavalry sword, rifle. Think. Where has been locked doors? Where has been locked doors? This is English. Where has been locked doors? Think we can navigate here? Run yet. Imbecile. There we go. Right, so it's a desk in the center. Huh? Okay, let's leave it for a second. Where are we? Alright, oh, we made it. Look at that. Look at that. Aren't I great? How am I going? I suspect there was a locked door down here, wasn't there? Was it in the smoking room? Alright. Okay, in light of the frankly insane that is shooting a painting with an arrow, I'm going to try something that is of a similar type of thing, but nowhere near as insane. I'm going to take this water jug. I'll just hold it in hand because I can't equip it. I'm going to pour it on top of the cigar. This is a weirdly kind of knife freeform game. I want. Alright, you fecker. This is close enough. Fair enough. Did it work? Uh. Oh no, I've been spookied.